What's up everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I will review the MERACH MR-R11 Air Resistance Rowing Machine. It's designed to be the best budget alternative to the coveted Concept 2 rowing machine, offering comparable performance at half the price. I will tell you right now that I received this for free to test and review, but I have full control of this video, and like every video, it's an honest review, so let's get started. The box weighed in at 89 pounds, so you might need some help transporting it. Of course, I didn't need any help. And there's not quite enough room in the Rise of Iron gym to unbox and assemble it here, so we'll do it over here in this room. Bringing it into the room and opening the box, everything is very well packaged. It is secure in styrofoam, and all of the parts are wrapped in plastic. Then I started a stopwatch and unpackaged everything from the box. It has to be removed from the box as one giant unit, then it can be broken down. And we have 1, 2, this gets discarded, 3, 4, 5 components, and hardware, a manual, and batteries. And so far, the assembly time is 3 minutes and 47 seconds. And assembly was a breeze. This is the easiest gym equipment I have assembled. There are only 5 parts, and 8 screws that are all exactly the same, and only 3 assembly steps. Here's a quick overall look at it. It took less than 10 minutes to assemble, and the complete assembly time, starting with opening the box to the finished product, was 13 minutes and 41 seconds. And the final step, which was not shown in the instructions, is to install the batteries in the display. And that's it! Assembly is complete and it's ready to use! I will do a couple quick celebration strokes for now, but then I will use it daily and put it to work to get very familiar with it and fully test it to see how it holds up. Then I'll come back and proceed with making the detailed review. And here we are 2 weeks later. I've been using it for at least a half hour a day for the last few weeks. I will start out with the mechanical details of the machine, then cover the display and the phone app, and I will be making several comparisons to this fitness reality rowing machine, which I've been using for the last year and a half. And I've never used the Concept 2 rowing machine, but from the pictures and review videos of it that I've watched, this MERACH machine looks like a clone, except for the display. And the foot straps. For the overview, the overall dimensions are 95 inches long, by 24 inches wide, by 33 inches tall, and the maximum weight capacity is 350 pounds. And for size and scale reference, I'm 6 foot 1 inches tall, 220 pounds. Mechanically, we have the slide rail for the seat, the foot holders, the display, the handle, which is connected to roller chain that goes into the fan assembly, and the fan assembly, which provides the resistance, and wheels for moving it. One of my first observations is that it's long, much longer than my existing rowing machine. But this allows for a lot more travel, with 39 inches of seat travel, and it's rated for a person up to 6 foot 10 inches tall by the manufacturer. I'm 6 foot 1, and I have plenty of room. The seat rolls on this rail, which is an aluminum I-beam, and there are 2 plastic rollers under the seat, one at the back end and one at the front end. And there's a cam follower on each side of the seat, below the rail, to retain the seat on the rail. And I can see these wear marks on top of the rail, where the rollers have been rolling. The seat has some nice contours, and it's been comfortable for me. I was told that it's more comfortable than the Concept 2 seat, which I've never used, so I can't verify that. But it's definitely more comfortable than this seat. The MERACH seat gets the win. Now let's talk about these foot holders. There are 2 pegs in the bottom part, and a series of holes in the adjustable top part. Just lift the top part off of the pegs, and adjust it up or down to the desired shoe size. Then push it back over the pegs to secure it. This is typical. It's the same on my other rowing machine, and on the Concept 2. What I really like about the MERACH foot holders is the wide, easy-to-use straps. They have a big D-ring to use as a handle. They are wide and hold the foot really well. And when releasing them, the D-ring prevents the strap from pulling out. My other rowing machine, as well as the Concept 2, have a thin strap that routes through a buckle. And when releasing them, the strap can pull all the way out. And when it does, you have to screw around with trying to reroute it through the buckle. After dealing with those for the last year and a half, I really like these extra wide straps that are more secure and super easy to fasten and release. Now let's talk about the handle. There's a nice storage bracket on the rowing machine frame for the handle to sit in. It just locates in here, like this. And the handle is not horizontal all the way across. The hand grips are slightly tilted for a more natural and comfortable grip. And next is the adjustable display. The display and the arm can adjust independently, and it has a good amount of adjustment. You can easily position it out for use or away for storage. And here's the business end, the fan assembly. And the air resistance level is adjusted with this lever. There are 10 different levels. It's currently on level 10, level 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and level 1. Next, let's talk about moving it around and storing it. The front has 2 wheels, so to move it, just lift up the back and roll it around. It is pretty long, so you will need a good amount of room to achieve some maneuvers like this one. The rail is aluminum, so it's pretty light. Using my hanging scale to pick up the back, it only requires about 25 pounds of force to pick it up. So if you can lift up 25 pounds, you can pick up the back of this and roll it around. And if, for some reason, you need to pick up the front end to shift it around, well, that's a little bit heavier and requires about 51 pounds of force to lift. And in regard to moving the machine around, notice that my other machine needs to be plugged into the wall. This one does not. There's no cord. I can use it anywhere. Now let's get to storage. It's stored by tilting it up vertical, but not the whole machine. I don't even have clearance in this room to tilt the whole machine up. The machine gets split here in the center. Lift up this latch to unlock the connection, then pull up the slide rail and the mainframe up together at the same time to separate them. I'm able to do it by myself no problem, but you may need 2 people. With them separated, rotate them both up and they don't take up much room. You can store them out of the way, like against the wall or in a corner. And reverse the process to reassemble it. Lay them both out with the connections near each other. And watch out for the seat sliding around as you lay down the slide rail. There is a slot in the connector on the bottom of the slide rail, which locates over this metal rod on the mainframe. Again, you may need 2 people for this, but lift up the slide rail and the mainframe, then set the slot onto the metal rod, and lower them both down. And the top latch will engage and secure the connection. And it's ready to use. Now let's get into the integrated display and the downloadable mobile app. But first, the display. If you just sit down and start rowing, the display will automatically power on, and it will continuously cycle through 10 statistics: time, distance, pulse, watt, strokes, time per 500 meters, calorie, strokes per minute, and total strokes. There are also 3 input buttons, which you can use to set it up for a workout with a target time, distance, calories, or strokes. And there are also a variety of interval training modes, and the user manual shows you how to do it all. The display has a tray to set a phone or tablet in during exercise. I will point out that it blocks most of the display, and it also doesn't quite fit in the tray. This tray was designed for a stock phone with no protective case, but I personally always use a protective case. For comparison, on this machine, the phone fits in the holder and it does not block the display screen. And it looks like the Concept 2 has an integrated holder that does not block the display. Now let's check out the MERACH mobile app. I'll start it up, connect it to my rowing machine with Bluetooth, and I will start up a training just to show you that when a training is started, the display just says BT for Bluetooth. It won't show anything. Everything is shown in the app. Let's quickly walk through the app. Here's the main screen. It shows today's calories, time duration, and distance. In the calendar, here's Sunday, Monday, and today, where I have not exercised yet. The activity data can show the day, week, month, year, or all time. Then there's training. There's free training, where you just row and it tracks everything. Target distance, where you can set a desired distance. Target time, where you can set a desired time. And then a variety of pre-programmed training. Under coaching, there's a variety of guided classes. And under challenges, there are races where you can compete against other people. I will start up this 3D race. You can choose 2D or 3D, but I will select 3D to show you because it's pretty neat. As you race against the other people, it shows you traveling through the city on a 3D map, and you can use your fingers to zoom in and out and adjust it if you want to, which isn't practical to do while you're racing. But the 3D is unique, so I thought I would show it. In addition to the MERACH app, it's also compatible with a couple other fitness apps. I downloaded the Kino Map app and it works. Last, let's talk about using it. I used to compete back in the day, so I have some experience. And I've been using this thing for the last year and a half. And after using the MERACH for the last 2.5 weeks, this thing feels horrible. This machine has been smooth and comfortable. I use it for 6-minute warm-ups before lifting weights, and also for 30+ minute cardio workouts. The phone tray that covers the screen and is undersized are the only downfalls that I've experienced. I personally always set up my phone or tablet, and then use a clock or a stopwatch to track the time. Or I use the MERACH app and leave my phone on the frame where I can see it. And if I'm just using my phone and not a big tablet, the elapsed time is still visible, which meets my needs. But it might not bother you at all. You might like watching the display, or maybe you have a television mounted out of the way. Beyond that little hiccup, I like everything about this machine. I really like it, and I would definitely recommend it. This is an awesome addition to my home gym. If you're interested, at the time of making this video, there should be a 25% discount code down in the video description. But as always, I'm not trying to sell anything. I don't care if you purchase it or not. I make honest product review videos, and I reviewed this because it looked like a good product with some value. As always, I hope you found it helpful or entertaining. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.